Well, fans, this one is getting ready to go, and all hell is going to break loose here. I can tell you, the gorgeous one, Gary Jackson, squaring off against the junior heavyweight title here. The only title on the line is the heavyweight champion, and Jackson's asking Tony Costa, why didn't you just give me the night off?
Well, he said, why don't you pay me and let me go home? He said, I'm going to beat this punk. Well, you never know. He said, AJ ain't no slouch. He's the junior heavyweight champion, and he's wrestled guys a heck of a lot bigger than he is.
Well, right now, he's talking a lot of smack, the gorgeous one is. But we know AJ can fly around that ring like nobody's business. And even though the gorgeous one has been around forever, he better not take AJ Williams too lightly. Well, AJ still, he's got the crowd behind him.
Give him the business, man. What you waiting on?
And now, referee Jim Harris has signaled this one is supposed to start. The bell is rang. Jackson's trying to talk. This crowd is electrified. They're behind A.J. Williams. And now he says he's going to take him to school. They lock up. And a headlock by the gorgeous one. Holy cow, only at the MMWA and the SICW and a shoulder tackle. And A.J. ends up on the canvas.
So there's a lot of controversy going on here between Kevin Sharp and Gary Jackson. They're going to meet on December the 8th. The winner of that match, whether it be Kevin Sharp or Gary Jackson, Kevin Sharp, I come to agreement with him now. I dotted all the dots and all this stuff, and he signed the contract to be here at the South Broadway Athletic Club January the 5th. And it's possible that he could be the champion when he gets back here. If not, he might get another shot at Gary Jackson if he don't beat him on the 5th, because he'd already signed the match to meet Gary Jackson, and we had some difficulties there, so we're going to see what's going to happen here, and I know Gary's going to give it his best shot. I know Kevin's going to give it his best shot, and we're going to be hearing from Kevin here in just a few minutes.
Well, Kevin's been around a long time, and we're anxious to hear from him. In fact, he's joining us here at ringside right now. Kevin, it's a pleasure to have you here at South Broadway, and you've got a big date 7 days from today over in East Carmelita, Illinois, against the man in the ring. And the fans at home, I know, are wanting to know what your intentions are 7 days from today.
Well, I tried to make my intentions well known to everyone last month, especially to Gary Jackson. We have a long history, Jackson and I. So he helped me cut my teeth, so to speak. When I first began training in this sport, he and my brother put me through the ringer. But he left me high and dry. That's another story I won't go into. And he's been running from me for years. And I finally tracked him down. And I tried to be a gentleman about it. I tried to call his house. He wouldn't return my call. So I came up here, came to South Broadway, and I tried to kick his head off to let him know that here I am, and you will give me a shot that I've been expecting. He has no choice now. Now it's on paper. The lawyers have done everything they could to keep me away from him. It's not working. Now me and Tony has got everything straight, squared away. Come December the 8th, I'm going to show him just what he taught me, what my brother taught me, and a few things I picked up along the way that he don't know.
Well, and it's no secret, Kevin X, as he says, has been on the trail of the gorgeous one, and on Saturday night, a week from today, over in East Carmelita, Illinois, he's going to get a shot, and Tony Costa even went one step further and said, regardless of the outcome of that match, you've also signed the contract to be back here on January the 5th, 2008, and you could very well be the MMWA SICW champion at that time.
Absolutely. That is my every intent, to take the most precious thing from Gary Jackson not only am I going to take his title, I'm going to take his pride. I'm going to leave him wounded and embarrassed in front of everybody, his so-called fans, the people that love him, hate him, respect him. I'm going to take all that away from him and leave him a crushed, broken, old, beat-down man.
Well, and there's no hidden secret. The gorgeous one, the night train, whatever you want to call him, been around a long, long time. Gary Jackson has been a fixture with the MMWA and the SICW. Kevin X is back on the scene, fans. You've heard the start of what appears to be a long-time feud coming to a head, either 7 days from today or back here at South Broadway on Saturday night, January the 5th, when 2008 starts off here at South Broadway Athletic Club. Right now, Gary Jackson is in the ring with the junior heavyweight champion. We're talking about A.J. Williams. And Gary Jackson says he's going to give him some schooling here tonight, but A.J. is the junior heavyweight title, and he has taken on all comers. And I don't think he's going to back down from the gorgeous one. Oh, sidesteps him and catches him coming out of the corner with a suplex. And now A.J. rolls over for the cover, 1-2. The gorgeous one says he'll do whatever it takes to win a match, Kevin.
Oh, yes. That much I do know about him, and that much I have learned from him. You do whatever it takes. And I also told A.J., a few minutes before we came down, when I found out he was taking my spot tonight, I gave him a couple of pointers that should help him out in this match. That is, if he was paying attention to me. You can't be focused on the underhanded things that Gary's going to pull. You can't be focused on the fans. You got to be focused on doing what he came to do, and that is out-wrestle, out-thinking he's got to out-maneuver Gary, which ain't an easy thing to do. But if he can pull it off and use a couple of things that I told him, he can very well walk out of here with 2 belts tonight.
Well, and you know, Kevin, as you said, Gary worked with you when you first got into the business, took your first bite basically into the business. That's got to be weighing on Gary Jackson's mind. He's got to be saying, did I teach him everything? Does he know me better than I know myself? That's going to be an advantage to you, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing he's taken kind of lightly. I know it bothers him. He kind of keeps a couple of winks out of his mind at night. You know, he knows he's got to worry about what he taught me. He's got to worry about what my brother taught me. He's got to worry about what all the other champions previous to him taught me. Ron Powers, the Giant Assassin, John Blackheart. I've learned. I've listened and I learned and I bled and got beat down by these guys. And now the training pants are off.
Fans, I got to tell you, next Saturday night, all the marbles on the line between Kevin X and the gorgeous one in East Frontenac, Illinois. And I got to tell you, get those tickets early and get back here on Saturday night, January the 5th, because whatever the outcome of next week is, either Kevin X is going to be the champion defending that title here on January the 5th, or Jackson will be, and they'll be back in battling here. And now, A.J. comes out of that corner with a big right.
Get on!
And knocks the champ to the canvas.
Get on him, A.J. Come on!
A.J. Another big right.
Pressure, baby, pressure. No breathing room.
And now A.J. taking it to the heavyweight champion. Swings him into the corner. Here comes A.J. all the way over. But Jackson catches him. Drops him down and takes him with the clothesline. A little too aggressive. And now the Jackson looking over here at Kevin X.
What you want?
He better stay focused on A.J. Williams and quit worrying about Kevin X here at ringside. Because just with a blink of an eye, A.J. will reverse the tides on him. This crowd totally behind A.J. Williams. And now Jackson, a double clutch to the throat. Knocks the wind out of A.J. Crushing that windpipe. A.J. climbing towards that bottom rope.
said before, everybody came in here to see me put Gary Jackson in his place. That's flat on his back, down for the 1, 2, 3, and see me walk out of here with that Missouri, Illinois heavyweight strap around my waist. He's afraid of it. That's why he's got his lawyers to find a loophole in my contract that prohibits me from even touching him until next week. But once next week is over, 7 days, just 7 days, and I'm going to take out every minute, day, week, year of frustration and agony out on the so-called night train, gorgeous one, whatever he's choosing to call himself today. All it's going to end up is him going down and me getting my hand raised in victory.
Well, Baines, you're hearing the comments from Kevin X. And you've seen a big suplex by the champion on the junior heavyweight champion. But AJ won't give up. Where this young man gets that intestinal fortitude at, I'm not sure. But Gary Jackson is hitting with everything he can think of. Off of the ropes, up and over, and takes him down. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh.
Get that going.
Now Jackson, a big forearm. Again, off the rope, sets him up. He flips over. Holy cow! This could be it. 1. Oh, well, 1 count, and the champion kicks out. AJ. A big body slam. AJ drops the knee. Climbs right back on 1. A 1 count.
Get back on it.
Jackson being countered by the junior heavyweight champion, A.J. Williams. A big knee. A reverse neck breaker on the champion, Tony Costa. What a match. Oh, A.J. Williams been hit with everything, and he's hit Gary with everything, and they're still going in.
You know, AJ is a junior heavyweight champion. He don't weigh as much as Gary. He don't weigh as much as a lot of guys. But he's wrestled a lot of big guys in non-title bouts before he ever got to junior heavyweight. And he can stand up to some of them big guys.
Well, and Tony, what have we said for years? Dynamite comes in little packages.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what's happening right here. As I watch AJ fly around that ring, I remember little Dynamite Tony Costa. Right here, AJ going to that top rope as the champion's laying in the canvas. Comes off with that big elbow. A 2 count. Both men back and forth. Punch for punch. Comes out of the corner, AJ catches him, but Jackson out of the way. And it's Jackson. Hooking him up in that sharpshooter. And AJ's got to tap out. And Jackson focusing on Kevin X. Successfully beating the junior title here tonight. But AJ has nothing to be ashamed of. Gary Jackson in the ring. Jackson, in 7 days, will meet Kevin X.
Hey, glad to be here tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, we always want to thank you people for sitting in them seats. And, you know, we had a little mix-up with a contract tonight. Kevin X is supposed to be on the card going up against the Missouri and Illinois heavyweight champion, Gary Jackson. But we couldn't get the contract straightened out. But I'm telling you now, this contract is taken care of. The little fine lines that was in there that neither one of us could agree to, we've come to terms. And Kevin's in the building here somewhere. And I know somebody tell Kevin, there he comes.
You gotta call me. I ain't that far away from you, Costa.
I'll tell you what, before you get started, I'm a friend of Gary Jackson's. I've known Mr. X here, Kevin, for a long time, and I'm not going to get between these guys. Kevin's got something to say, he can say it, and I'm getting out of here.
Well, I know that Gary Jackson was your friend. It is your friend, Costa, and he's been ducking and dodging me for years, and everybody knows that. He ran overseas. He wanted to go be a soldier, be all he could be. He came down here to South Broadway because he knew that Kevin X was hot on his trail. Now I've tracked you down. Now you got to find somebody in the upper management to keep the dots from being dotted and the T's from being crossed, to keep me from getting that strap around your waist. Well, you know what, Gary? I might not be able to get you tonight, but 1 week from today, December the 8th, I will see you, and I will take that Missouri, Illinois heavyweight title away from you, and I'm going to leave you lying on your back.
Hey, brother!
No.
Wait to know! You absolutely face to face! I'm right here! You took a T-top! I'm right here, Kevin X! The great one, George, Gary Jackson runs from nobody, including you. I'm the one who taught you boy this game. So you think I'm gonna run from you?
You've been running and ducking dodging me for years. You know what? You lucky that right now the contract says I can't touch you.
The contract is last month.
That was last month.
I am right here.
I just want to let you know. I just want to
All
let
you
you know
have to do
that I'm here.
is get in line like I beat all the mother bombs, like Shaft, like Lightfoot,
All
and
of
next
them.
is gonna be Kevin X.
All of them don't measure up to me. Just like you don't, old man.
Just like I
told
told
me something, but I got some
forgave
new
you
tricks for you, old
what
dog.
you did last month. But come December 8th, I will not forget what you did. If you want this, come get some. But I tell you what, brother, you better bring a sack lunch, you better bring the family, you better bring everybody. But before I let you get this belt, the Mid-Missouri Southern Illinois heavyweight belt for me, brother, you got to get the job done. And when you get the job done, then you can take this strap.